Gamers and gamettes, what is going on? My name is Tanek127 and welcome back to another Skyforge video. And in today's video, I'm going to be giving you guys an updated guide on leveling. Now, as you guys all know, I did a leveling guide previously around the PlayStation 4 launch era. But since then, leveling in Skyforge has completely changed and the leveling system is pretty much the same now across PS4, PC, and Xbox One. So therefore, I want to give you guys an updated guide. Now, this is, I'm focusing myself, obviously, around the Xbox community since, their version just launched. But this guide will apply to everyone new starting out on Skyforge. So the number one thing everyone asked me, and the thing I got asked the most on stream during the Skyforge Xbox One launch was, how do you level up? I got asked that question so many times. And another question I got asked too was when the free-to-play version launches for Xbox One. That's November 29th. So for those who don't know, Skyforge goes free-to-play on Xbox One November 29th. Just wanted to get that note out of the way. But anyway, let's get into the video. So here's how leveling works for Skyforge. First off, like I explained in my beginner's guide and starter guide, you have your might, which is, as you guys can see, mine is 78,018, and you have your prestige, which is the top number here in the right hand corner that says 89. Ultimately, prestige is your level, straight up. That's the level of your character. Most people even call prestige their level. That's how you know simple it is. Now, what is prestige, you may ask? Prestige is the combination of your gear level and stats all mixed into one number. So you know how most MMOs you have your level and then your gear score or your gear level or your item level. If you've played MMOs, you get what I'm saying here. You'll have your level, like in Final Fantasy 14, your character will be level 70, but your gear level will be like 305 or something like that, the average item level of your gear. Well, in here, all that is mixed into one stat called prestige. Your might is basically all your regular normal stats mixed into one thing, like your health, damage, crit chance, armor, defense, etc., etc., etc. You guys know what your stats are if you're familiar with RPGs. Your prestige just takes your might and gear level and mixes it all into one thing. So now, how do you increase these numbers, you may ask? Well, first off, your might specifically, and every time you raise your might, that's going to raise your prestige. Every time you equip new gear, that's going to increase your prestige. Keep in mind, though, artifacts and weapons do not increase your prestige. They get their own damage buffs and buffs for your character, depending on, your build and how you want to make your character and all that stuff. But gear pieces, such as jewelry, meaning these 4 slots right here, and gems of power, they increase your prestige. They strictly do your prestige only. You're not going to get a might boost from gear. Keep that in mind. Now, how do you increase your might? First off, there's a billion ways to increase might. The first way is doing your Bastion Quest. Bastions, you'll see them. You'll see a little section right here on all of your provinces that say Bastions. They're little daily simple quests, all kinds of silly things. Oh, run this province, do this dungeon, kill 10 of this enemy, little stuff like that. You guys know how MMO questing is. The next way to increase your might, there's so many ways, guys work with me. I'm literally thinking them all off as I make this video. Is the Tower of Knowledge. This is probably the most common, easy way. I look at because you'll get this currency called enemy knowledge. As you guys will see, they'll drop from enemies very frequently. I basically look at them like experience points. Well, imagine the Tower of Knowledge being a bank where you go and cash in your experience points. And the more you cash in, the more might it gives you, increasing your prestige overall. So the might is going to increase, as I said before, the raw power of your character. You just deposit, your tower. You just deposit enemy knowledge into your Tower of Knowledge, and it keeps ranking up. Every time it ranks up, it increases your might. You go from there. Another way to increase your might. Make sure you check your cathedral every day. You're going to get bonus credits and followers. Followers also increase your might as well. Just so you guys know, every one follower is worth 10 might. So here in your cathedral, you can use credits to boost your might. Every time I click it, as you guys can see, I get a little smacking followers, and then increases my overall power. That's how that's another way to increase your might. Another way to increase your might is to go to your Hall of Trophies and put bonuses on your events. These will increase the amount of might that you get from your cathedral for the most part. Some of them, will have other buffs and abilities, like some will, increase your companion's damage and, and all kinds of stuff. But for the most part, a majority of them help your might. Another thing you guys can do to increase your might is when you're running raids, when you're running dungeons, when you're running provinces, you'll see followers wandering around. Make sure you save them. Just, walk up to them, press X, A, click on them, whatever platform you're playing on, and that will also increase your might by gaining followers. It's basically like you being a god, and the more followers you have, the stronger you are. Like, how you feel on Twitter, when you get tons and tons of followers, or how you feel, when you make YouTube videos and you get a bunch of subscribers? Same concept on Skyforge, okay? I kid you not. The more followers you get, the more powerful you are. That increases your might. And as your might goes up, that'll increase your prestige. And your prestige is going to be the overall maximum, overall main number that's going to, suit your requirements for certain content. Like when you need to do raids, dungeons, hardcore modes and versions of them and stuff like that, they're going to always go by your prestige. Prestige is the main number you want to be focusing on. But keep in mind, in order to raise your prestige, you have to be able to get certain types of gear. And in order to be applicable for certain types of gear, you have to meet the might requirements. So might and prestige are as one. They go together. They are a whole. You always want to be focusing on increasing both of these stats. They help each other. Prestige is going to help your overall character. Might is going to help you get your prestige higher. It's really simple, guys. Y'all have any questions, be sure to leave them in the comments below. I'll answer as many as I can. But if y'all enjoyed this video and it helped you, smash that thumbs up button for me. And I want to thank you all so much for watching. It's your boy Tnek127. And please don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Till next time, peace out, take care.